So we are going to discuss now Apache Kafka, and we will be looking into why LinkedIn created Apache Kafka in year 2010 and 2011. It was open source. So why this product was created? So LinkedIn was facing this problem of having so many systems in the enterprise, and the connections among these systems was becoming messy. So it was not easy to connect these systems. So the problem that LinkedIn was facing was complex enterprise architecture with regards to publishing, subscribing data. So that was a problem that LinkedIn was facing. There were so many systems, and connecting those systems was not easy, and it was becoming a mess. And it was kind of tightly coupled architecture. So it was tightly coupled architecture. If you change anything, then it is going to impact the other components also. So this was another problem that LinkedIn was facing. Apart from that, LinkedIn was also facing this problem, the data that was being sent. So duplicate data being exchanged among different systems. Yeah. So this was another problem, and it was basically not easy to maintain. The system was not easy to maintain. The overall enterprise architecture. So enterprise architecture was not easy to maintain. It was messy. It was messy in simple terms. Now, the solution to solve these problems was Kafka, and this was created by three architects in LinkedIn. These three architects was John Rao, Nehan Arcade, and Jay Krebs. So these architects actually came up with a product called Kafka, and this particular product simplifies the LinkedIn architecture. So Kafka simplified LinkedIn architecture, and later on it was adopted by so many other companies like Uber, Netflix, and many other companies. Nowadays more than 40% Fortune 500 companies are using Kafka. So if you see, Kafka initially started as a publisher subscriber system. So this was Kafka was used for simplifying LinkedIn architecture. It was used as a pub sub, publisher and subscriber system. So publishers are publishing data, subscribers are subscribing data, Kafka is buffering the data. So it was initially started as a pub sub, and later on it evolved as a complete streaming platform. So I'm going to talk about that, but for the time being, just understand Kafka architecture initially was very complex. So let me show you with the help of some diagram also. So these diagrams are taken from Confluent. This was the mess that was there in LinkedIn. So there are so many systems. It's very difficult to handle or maintain this kind of enterprise architecture. So for solving this problem, LinkedIn came with another architecture which is much more simplified. So this is using Apache Kafka. This has been simplified. So if you see, this is a mess that was there in the LinkedIn, and this is the solution for the problem that LinkedIn was facing. And these two pictures are from Confluent website. So if you go to Confluent website, you will find many interesting things. But for the time being, I'm just referring to those areas which will help you in understanding Apache Kafka in a quickest manner. So that's why I'm just explaining in this way. So let's see what is Apache Kafka. So Apache Kafka is like a newspaper. And when I say Kafka, it's like a newspaper. Newspaper has multiple pages. And if you have more pages means more family members can read. More family members can read. So newspaper is a logical name. So this is a logical name. It does not exist physically, but this is physical. If you see, this is a logical name and this is physical. Pages are physical, actually they exist, but newspaper name, it's like just a logical grouping together. So in Kafka world, we are saying that we read data at our own pace. So newspaper is published by someone, so there are newspaper publishers. Let's say publisher publishes newspaper, and this newspaper is actually consumed by consumers. Consumer 1, another consumer reading the same newspaper. Consumer 2, this is like a consumer group, so we call it consumer group, and we can say that this is like a family. This is a family, and these are family members. Consumer 1, consumer 2, these are family members. So you can say this is my grandpa, and this is myself. Let's say, my grandpa is slow in reading the newspaper, so the rate of consumption will be slow. So you can say this is a batch system. So this one is a batch system, and this one is more like a streaming system or near real time or real time system. So I'm reading faster, so near real time system. In enterprise, you have multiple different types of systems, so you can actually in the same family you can have different types of consumers. So right now I'm showing you this example like family and different consumers, but the idea is much more detailed. So consumer group usually has a similar kind of consumers. In the consumer group, they belong to the same application, but don't go into those details right now, but understand the overall high level concept. If you're starting with Kafka for the first time, so I think just understand the family member is like a group of consumer, and within that group we have different consumers, and these consumers are consuming data from the newspaper. So newspaper is like a topic, we call it topic in Kafka, and within like topic you have multiple pages, and these pages are called partitions. Partitions are basically pages, and this is called degree of parallelism in Kafka, degree of parallelism. So in this cluster, let's say this is my Kafka cluster. In the cluster, the Kafka cluster, we have multiple partition. So let's say partition 1 is here in one machine. Another machine also we have partition 1, another copy, and this is partition 1, another copy. So let's say we have partition 2, and this partition 2 is here. Maybe we have another copy of partition 2 somewhere here, partition 2, another copy here, and then we have this partition 3, and partition 3 is here, partition 3 is here, partition 3 is here. So we have 3 copies of each of these partitions across multiple machines on the cluster. So these are newspaper pages which are basically replicated, duplicated, so that even if one machine goes down, then also we'll have data for the same newspaper page. So this is very high level analogy, like what is Apache Kafka. Apache Kafka is kind of publish, subscribe. Initially it started with that, but later on it evolved as a complete event streaming platform. But for the time being, just understand it's just like a newspaper. This is like a very naive definition. It's a naive definition, and this is something like relating to real world. So it has multiple pages. If you have more pages, more degree of parallelism. If you have more pages, then more family members can read. Family is like a consumer group, and these are basically consumers which are consuming data from the newspaper, and publishers are publishing data to newspaper, consumers are consuming from the newspaper. So hope it gives you some idea like what is Apache Kafka, at least the basic definition of Apache Kafka, PubSub related definition, but it is not just this particular thing, but there are many other things which are part of Apache Kafka that we are going to see now.